I think. Now, how about this one, Shane? Ooh, this could be the hot seat bowl. Missouri at Auburn. Tigers. I got to specify which one. The Auburn Tigers favored by 7 points at home. The over-under 51.5. This game kicks off at noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central on ESPN right after College Game Day, brother. So big audience for this game. Which Tiger do you think wins it?
Oh, you want to talk about them now? Is that it? You know why we should be talking about this game, Mike? Because if you recall in the offseason, I made a bold statement that Bryan Harsin would be fired after the Missouri game. And everybody laughed. Nobody laughed, but you laughed off camera because you couldn't do it in front of everybody. But I'm going to tell you, man, Auburn's in a scary little situation here. You know, it's all roses and, you know, when you're winning the games and stuff like that. But when you get your ass beat on national TV to Penn State, that starts to divide a locker room that's already severed up top. You know, there's no doubt that there's a lot of people in on the plains there that does not want Bryan to be their head coach. Okay. So these players knew it. They came into media days talking about it, and you know, they come out with this mission statement, and it's all for one for all, whatever. But that's all fun and game when you're winning. But when you start losing, that's when the wheels roll off. You saw it with Florida last year. Enter any of these teams that's had a coach get fired. It's a spiral. So do they snap that this week against Mizzou? Maybe. But I'm not convinced. I think I saw a lot of fight in Mizzou Tigers last week, and I think, you know, this is a best opportunity, a best situation, and Eli thrives in these. You think about it. They beat Florida last year. You know, they can take you. If you're wounded, Mizzou will beat you. And so that's what I'm worried about is is this fan base wounded? This is a noon game, 11 o'clock. Out there, I mean, those aren't fun. You know, the fans aren't really into it at that point. This isn't a night game. This ain't a CBS 3:30 game. This is one that got kicked to noon, and it's perfect prime opportunity for the Mizzou Tigers to get their first real victory this year. And they do that, Mike, with the wide receiver Luther. You see him bag of chips in front of Mike? That kid is going to shine during this game because they are going to find ways to get him the ball. I truly believe it. They've been kind of holding him back, and maybe they've been holding him back for this game, and that's what I'm thinking's happened. So somebody asked me the other day, what does Morristown Honda sign mean? And I'm going to tell you right now, Morristown Honda is a dealership in Morristown. They had a sign out front, and every Saturday before the games, they'd put the score predictions. And, you know, if it was Tennessee versus Ball State, then you saw 63-0 or something like that. But if you saw Tennessee versus Alabama, that score became 13-12. You know what I'm saying? It got real close.
It was always a Tennessee 1-point win.
Tennessee never lost on that scoreboard. So this is my Morristown Honda dealership. And look at all this free promo. We don't even drive a Honda, Mike. But they're getting it this week because I am not confident at all. But I am going to stick to my word that this is the game that Bryan gets fired, and it's after the Mizzou victory. Missouri 21, Auburn 20.
Yeah, so many storylines heading into this one, Shane. I mean, TJ Finley reportedly is out. Zach Calzada, something we hit on the last episode, out. I don't think we'll ever see Zach Calzada suit up for the Auburn Tigers. This is the first time, Shane, Missouri's ever visited Auburn. We got to fix this damn SEC schedule. I made the joke Penn State's visited Auburn before Missouri did. That's disgraceful. So Robbie Ashford going to get to go for Auburn Tigers. I mean, he's very inconsistent. Dynamic as a runner, sensational with the ball in his hands, but he'll throw it right to the other team. He's as likely to do that than his own player. Thankfully, they got Tank Bigsby, number 7 in the SEC, 237 rushing yards. Jarquez Hunter, Shane, number 3 in the SEC, averaging 10 points scored per game. That's the good news. The bad news, Shane, Auburn, number 11 in the SEC in scoring the ball. Missouri, number 11 in stopping people from scoring. Missouri, number 9 scoring offense in the SEC. Auburn, number 9 scoring defense. So this is two very ineffective offenses. I'll take it a step further, Shane. Passing efficiency, Auburn's number 12. Missouri's number 11. Passing defensive efficiency, Auburn 11, Missouri 10.
Oh.
Looking at all these stats, wager of the week, Shane. I'm mixing it up. I'm on a 2-game losing streak. Under. The total's 51.5 points. Man, wager it up. The under 51.5. I don't think even your score, Shane, your total's 41. You're right there with me. But you mentioned Luther Burden. How about this stat, Shane? He's only played 3 games, right?
Yeah.
He's already scored a rushing, receiving, and punt touchdown. He's only the 7th Missouri Tiger to ever do that, and the first one since 2014. I mean, this is a dynamic playmaker. Get him involved.
Yep.
Got to get him involved. Drink 3-8 on the road at Missouri, though. That's dangerous. Guess what, Shane? On Sunday, he's 4-8. Missouri, 10. Auburn, 9. Morristown Honda, game of the week. I mean, this is going to be a pathetic offensive. I mean, seriously, I think 10 points is enough to win you this ball game. I really do.
Oh, man. And it's big. It's big for both coaches. Eli needs a victory like this in the SEC. Bryan needs to keep his job. So, I mean, there's a lot of things going off, but, you know, you think a tip of the iceberg, and that's what I'm afraid that we're at with Auburn here is that, you know, you lose another one, it's over. You've lost it. This team will fall apart. So
right.
I don't know if that happened, but it was demoralizing last week, and you could kind of see that in the players' face.
Yeah, and I think losing a game like this potentially, Shane, if it does happen, it just shows the leadership there at Auburn that, hey, just dragging this damn thing out, this is killing us.
Yeah.
You know, if you've made a decision, make it. Don't let it linger I think it will here on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a coach, might as well get out there and start looking for a damn coach.